Going live on Instagram can be great for your visibility, especially if you are doing collaborations. However, it can be a little bit glitchy, a bit finicky, and be off-putting. If you've ever gone live on Instagram, you will know that it can be poo-pooey. Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how to up-level your Instagram lives by using the Practice feature. We're not tooting the horn for StreamYard today. We are talking all things Instagram. Now, if you've watched some of my previous content, you'll see I did a whole video training on how to use the practice mode feature for Tickety Talk, but Instagram have one as well. So we're going to be talking about this. If this sounds like something you're interested in, do consider sticking around. But if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janine. I'm a live video strategist with a very sore throat at the moment. Founder of Boss It's Live, known in the digital streets as Video for Bosses. What I do is help service providers and coaches generate more leads and sales for their business by creating high converting live stream and video content with confidence. So as you're coming to the live, do say hey, do say hi, do let me know where we are connecting from for this week's live. I'm just going to check whilst I see you guys coming. I want to check on the old sound quality, make sure that everything is okay. Am I here? Am I coming in clear? Oh my gosh, I can't even get to my own live stream. What's going on? I think I can see Kashini's here to rescue me. Am I here? Am I coming in clear? Yes, I'm here, coming in like Sonic Boom. How do I know? Because you got to have yourself a second device. Hello, Kashini. Miss It's Kashini. Good to see you. Good. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's late for you, honey bun. I appreciate you for being here as well. Thank you for confirming. You're so clutch. How has your week been? So guys, before I get into today's content, do not worry. I'm going to timestamp everything. So everything will be timestamped. You're not going to have to worry about me chomping on, but I do have to have a bit of a chat with you today. I do have to have a bit of a chat today because it's been one of those weeks. I nearly did not come live. I've got to be honest with you. I've got to be completely honest. I nearly did not come live. But I remembered that Kashini was with me last week. Susan was here. A couple of others were here. And I said I would be here every single Tuesday live at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. And I'm going to stick to that because we've got to build back our little huddle, right? We've got to build back our community. But I've had this throat thing for the past 5 days. My voice keeps giving out. I've had to, literally, I was on a live yesterday. I went into a choking fit. I had to literally leave the screen to go, you guys know, Janine, don't do that. I don't leave the screen. I don't do anything like that. It was a nightmare. Plus, I'm running my 5-day live video challenge, the Go Live in 5 challenge. So there's no way I can't turn up. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to come here. I'm going to be on this live stream by hook or by crook. Because remember, when I did the 100 days of lives, I showed up every day, even on Christmas Day, right? Kashini said, I am exhausted from party hard, have you? Visiting grandparents, but got to catch the live. I won't be long anyway, but thank you so much for being here. So it's really good to be here, guys. I hope that this is going to be a great session for you. We are doing the tips as well as a little live demo. You know, I like to bring that in from time to time. I wanted to say to you, let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all about anything that I'm actually sharing today. And please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to share. I'm doing all of the asking, begging, not really, before we get started on today's session. Well, you guys know how we do. I always like to give you a visual. Instagram live practice a feature. Oh my goodness. So did you know, let me throw it out to you. Did you actually know that Instagram have a practice feature for going live? Let me know in the comments if you did know that. A lot of people did not know when I did a whole video tutorial on the TikTok live practice feature. I did a whole long training session here, and I also did a TikTok video. I've shared that here as well. But a lot of people on the TikTok video said, the short form video, said that they did not know that there was a practice feature for TikTok. So I want to know if you knew that there was one for Instagram. Now, what I'm going to say, I'm going to preface and say this, my friends. if you've tried the TikTok, and yes, this is about Instagram, this is not a bait and switch, do stick with me. But if you have tried the TikTok practice feature, it is far superior to the Instagram practice feature. However, if we're talking about live streams and we're talking about getting yourself over the whole thing of the hurdle of, showing up and going live, and there being fear around that, or, because like so many people will go live and there's that whole thing of, can you hear me? Am I live? And they're waiting for people to come in. And if they have a guest, there's this whole awkwardness. Kashini has said, I didn't know. Right. Well, there you go. Well, now I'm going to show you. Right. I'm going to show you today. So, and also, like I mentioned on my intro of this video, Instagram, the lives can be so they're just a lot. Like I was doing my Creator Confession series. I don't know if you've seen the Creator Confession series live or replay. Let me know. Hand up in the comments if you've caught any of the Creator Confessions videos, because I had to move that series from Instagram to over. I post here on YouTube, and also I upload it onto LinkedIn and Facebook, but I had to take it off Instagram because it was glitching. There was like an overlaying of voices, overlapping, of voices. And it was just not a good experience. And then when I was trying to repurpose the content, anyway, you don't need to know all of that. What I'm saying is that it can be glitchy, but the practice feature will help you in so many ways. So before I get onto the practice feature side of things, so I'm going to do a little video tutorial and demo. I am just going to give you a few tips and reminders of what you should be thinking about in terms of really making sure that you're optimizing your videos and doing best practices, should we say, for Instagram Live, because you'd be surprised that people do forget to do some of the things that I'm going to talk to you about. So I just want to make sure that you, with your strategy, whether you're going live right now or not, or you plan to, or you may be doing it in the future, whatever or wherever you might be, I just want to make sure that you have the full tea, right? The full tea, good tea for life. Does that sound okay, guys? Let me know if that sounds okay. So we are going to have a question of the day as well. Actually, am I giving you a question of the day today? I can't remember if I'm giving you a question of the day. I actually can't remember. I think I was supposed to give you a question of the day, but I think I actually forgot to upload it. Don't worry, it's not a problem. I might try and do it quickly whilst the video is showing. I think I've got like 4 minutes. So I might do that. But if you are ready for today's content, do let me know in the comments. So let's get into, before we get into the live demo, let's get into some of the Instagram best practices for live streams that, again, when it comes to the practice feature, you can check some of these things off. So let's get into point number 1. The first thing I want you to remember is that you always should add a title to your live stream. Whilst I said this sounds like an obvious thing, you would be surprised the amount of people who don't actually add titles to their lives. So whilst we know with Instagram, you go live, the icon's at the top, you can click onto it, it's fine. That's a good thing in a way, because then people don't know, they just see that it's live. But once someone jumps in, if you haven't pinned a call to action in the actual comments and you haven't got a title, people have no context to what you're talking about, especially if you are in the flow of your conversation and you typically don't like to be interrupted. And I'm just going to say, a lot of people who go live on Instagram don't like to be interrupted. Like they do not at all like to be, they won't say anything to their audience. I'll just keep talking. Even if you say hello to them, let me know what your experience is. The most that people like to do when they go live on Instagram is click and tap on the little hand icon. I sound like I'm being mean about Instagram, but it's true. The culture over there around live stream is like, oh, we're community, but you don't really talk to your community at all, which is a bit weird. Thank you. Kashini is welcoming everyone that is here. Guys, don't be shy. Do say hello. Do say hi. Do let us know where you're joining us from. Kashini is holding it down in the beautiful Isle of Mauritius, in the Mauritius streets. Let's move on to point number 2. So remember your titles, give context, otherwise people will leave. The second point is, this is my favorite, adding images and filters to the live streams. And I don't mean filters that change how you look. Whilst you do have those available to you, you play to your strengths. If that's what makes you feel more confident and more comfortable to go live, then by all means do that. But I'm talking about images where you can be on the screen and you can have an image that that comes up. You can add slides. If you've ever watched any of my live streams, you will know what that looks like. And just to bring that back up, that's a screenshot of one of my lives using images. But one of the things that a lot of people don't actually know and haven't realized about Instagram yet, even though I did do this, I did a test run a couple of months ago, but you can actually now add in not just images, video clips. So the same way that I'm doing this on Instagram, I'm on Instagram. We're talking about Instagram. On YouTube. Get with it, Janine. So the same way we can do that here using StreamYard, you can do the same thing. Kashini, stop laughing at me. I know it's a hot mess. You can actually do a similar thing. It's not the same thing because it's not StreamYard, and I'm not tooting the horn because my voice is not great. But you can actually go inside Canva, create video images or video clips, and you can upload them so that you can make your live streams animated. So if there's something that you are you're talking on, I'm being very handsy today, but don't mind me. But you can do that. So why not do that? Diversify your live streams so that you set yourself apart from what everybody else is doing. Is this making sense, guys? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I'm gonna have no voice left by the time I get to the end of this live stream. So the next thing is that you want to turn on your live archive settings, should I say. So here's the thing. I did a video on Instagram where I spoke about the fact that there is the live archive feature. So when you go live, if for whatever reason you accidentally delete your live stream, or you get to the end of your live and you're not ready to optimize, you want to come back to it later because you haven't got your cover image or your hashtags or your description already, you can exit the live stream at the end and it will be saved for 30 days inside your archive. So I've done a whole video talking about it. Now, what I do need to do is a demo on how to do that. Now, you're going to see that in this YouTube live, but I do need to do a reel on Instagram because a young lady went live and I caught the first part of her replay and she was like, oh, I've had to do this again because I lost my live. She didn't know that there is a live archive option, but she said her settings wasn't on. So I'm going to do a video showing you how to actually get to settings, which you will actually see. But it's really important to turn the live archives on because then you can take that piece of content and you can repurpose it into reels, into TikToks, into shorts, give context to your lives, get people, put it into stories to get people back to the live stream. So it's definitely something you should be doing as standard. All right, I hope that makes sense. The next point is schedule lives and post to your stories. If you've ever seen me talk about Instagram before, this is something that I'm really big about, is that you do want to schedule your lives because then it goes onto your feed, onto your page, and you can create a whole graphic post, pin it, so people have that information there. Please do that. And also, once you've actually scheduled the live stream, put it into your stories. Now, what I like to do, and I haven't done this for a while, but this is what I tell my clients to do, is that if you have a live, lead them with stories. Like have a story that leads them, have a story through your stories that leads them to the call to action being, for more, join me live on this topic at such and such time, click the call to action button. And you can do like 3 tips or 5 tips that lead to the story within the kind of guidelines and parameters of using stories, because you don't want to do too many because people then don't watch them. But you can get really creative with how you can get people to your live streams. I'm going to pause for a second, just have a look at the comments. So Kashini has said, I haven't yet joined a live where the host didn't like to be interrupted, right? Tell me about it. Yes, get the short TikToks and reels. Yes, we have to do that because we have to be able to meet people where they are. Welcome to everyone coming in. It is good to see you for today's live stream, talking about using the Instagram practice feature to improve your live stream. So as you come in, do say hello. We're going to be doing a lovely little demo for you in a moment, so you're going to see what I'm talking about. But essentially, let's get creative. Let's utilize scheduling and also our stories. The next point is that you want to use the live practice feature. Why am I singing when I've got a bad throat? Those of you that are jumping in live or replay are going to be like, what is she on? So this is the icing on the cake. Use the practice feature to get yourself familiar with the setup, and then you can do your own run-throughs with everything that I've talked about today. You can do the run-throughs. You can say, all right, have I got my title? How do I look in the frame? What is my sound quality like? What does my backdrop look like? What's my lighting like? Am I, practice actually doing your introductions. Hello, Susan. Good to see you. See you. Good, Susan. We thought you weren't going to make it, but it's good to see you. Thank you very much for joining with me, Kashini, and the few of us that are here, and my sore throat. So, practice feature. Oh, you say hello to each other. I love that. Practice feature is so good. Like I said, it's a bit basic. It's not great, but it mimics the setup of Instagram Live. So if it mimics it, it looks like it. You can see, you can practice. You can also set that if you've got your archives on, your practice lives on Instagram will save to there, so you can just go back and look at them, review them, see where you can improve. If you really like the content, if you've done the practice and you like it, again, you can use that content. You can take snippets out of that content and repurpose it. So there is so much that you can actually do. So if you are ready, let me know in the comments. Give me a hashtag ready. I'm now going to bring up the actual video demonstration about the practice. Oh gosh, I can't speak today. Forgive me, my throat's a bit sore. But I'm going to show you now the demo for the practice feature. Remember that if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and share this video. And we have got, Kashini has said that she is ready. No problem, Susan. I know you would be here because you said you put it into your diary. So if we are ready, now is the demonstration for the TikTok, Instagram. You guys are going to unsubscribe at this rate. Thank you, Susan, for saying you're ready as well. Here is the video training for the Instagram practice feature. Enjoy. So for the purpose of this part of the video, we're going to run through this in real time together. So once you have selected the plus sign and the live option, you will be brought to the live interface. So you'll recognize this if you've ever gone live on Instagram. Now, before we hit this button to go live, I want to draw your attention to one thing. So you can see here the settings option on the top right hand corner. I want you to just select that. And then I want you to go to the option that says live and just double check that your saving option, save live to archive, is on, because you want to make sure that your lives are saved up to 30 days. So once you've selected that, you know that your replays will be available for you to download without any trouble. So the next thing that you want to do before you go live is you want to make sure that you have your title all added in to the live stream, of course. Then you want to go to the third option down. When you select that, you will see it says broadcast audience and defaults to public. You want to select practice and set the audience. Once you do that, press the button, of course. You'll have the countdown and Instagram will say that you are now in a practice session. And the interface is exactly the same as it would be when you go live. Now, what I want to say to you is that I want you to make sure that you are comfortable with all the different icons that are on the screen, what they mean, and how you can use them during your live. So what you want to do is you want to select the three dots that are in the comments field. Select that. When you do that, you'll see there are a number of options: add moderator, turn off comments, etc. But I want you to take a quick look at the show practice tutorial. It's really straightforward and simple. As you can see, it gives you 1 of 5 options that it takes you through, and it explains to you what each of the icons actually mean. So once you're actually clear, you've read through, you'll tap next, and it will just keep showing you all of the different, what everything actually means. And so you just make sure that you're clear about that, and you'll just press next. And once you're actually clear and you're happy with that, next, and then select done. One of the things though it doesn't show you is the ability to share. It doesn't explain the actual paper arrow icon. Now, it used to be very difficult, before I touch that, it used to be very, very difficult to share your own live stream. Now it's much more simple. So when you select that, you'll see you can immediately scroll through your followers to invite to your live stream. You'll see that there. But you also see that you have a number of options at the bottom as well. So you can share to wherever you want to share it to. You can do your social media, so you can share it to Threads. It will go onto your Threads account. WhatsApp, you can copy the link, share it elsewhere. To Facebook, if it's, for example, an option like LinkedIn that you won't see here, but you can see it's got WhatsApp, Facebook, your messages, Snapchat. Is anyone still using Snapchat? And Twitter. So you can do all of that before you actually, once you're actually live, you can actually press that and just do a quick shares, right? But what I actually love is that if you are going to be having guests on, and you know that, like I said, that awkwardness when you go live, you can select that and you will just search for people to invite to join you, and they can join you in the Practice Live. But what I want to say to you as well, outside of collaborations, take the time to get into the practice mode, see what your setup looks like. You can see where you're positioned in frame, if you're happy with your lighting so that you're not fiddling with your camera or anything like that. You can get yourself used to when you see the countdown, you start with your introduction. You can do all of this because with the practice option, you still can save that video to have a look at it. But I want you to utilize this to help you start getting confident. Let me know if this was useful for you. And now it's time to go back to the main portion of the video. That's it. So what did you think? I could see your comments. Kashini was like, it's Instagram, Janine. Susan was like, wake up. I know, right? And yes, it was you there as well. Did you catch yourself as well in that shot in the video as well, Susan? Both of my faves on YouTube was there. And yes, Susan said she is on Snapchat. So what did you think of that? Do let me know. Now, before I bring up the question of the day, I wanted to remind you that when it comes to your live video strategy, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's here on YouTube, whatever the platform is that you should be consistently tracking your data. You should be consistently seeing where you are with your live video strategy, where you're getting leads, where you're getting the sales, what content is working well, which content isn't working well, you know, understanding all of the calculations for, or the statistics, the data for your live streams. If you follow the likes of Nick Nimmin, or if you're a YouTuber, you understand the importance of your analytics. So for live stream, I want you to have the same mentality and mindset going into 2024, tracking what you're doing so that you are getting the results. So in the description, I have linked my live video tracker. I would encourage every single one of you to go and access this amazing tool that's really going to help you. It's great no matter the platform that you are focused on, like I mentioned. So if you want to start seeing real results from your live video content, go and access the live video tracker today. As I said, all the information is linked in the description. It's currently $27 to purchase your live video tracker. And it's a beautiful document. When you actually purchase it, you'll get a video training showing you how to use it so that you get the very best results from the actual tracker itself. So go and get yourself your live video tracker today and start using it to track your results. And you're going to just absolutely love it. So let's get to the question of the day. The question of the day today is this. If you could have one new feature on Instagram, what would it be? Share with us in the comments below. I would love to hear what feature you would love to see on Instagram. Now, I would love, like now, and I know there's kind of workarounds in the background, but I really would love to see the implementation right now, today, of using third-party tools like StreamYard. And I know that there is like a workaround, but I want it to be integrated, right? And I know that's not a StreamYard issue. That is to do with the platforms themselves. but I would love to be able that there would be the opportunity for us to be able to live stream using StreamYard on Instagram. So that's what I would love Instagram to hurry up and implement and add. What would you like to see? Do let me know. And welcome to everyone that is watching as well. Kashini said, very useful, that it's so nice for practicing and gaining confidence. Absolutely, it really, really is. It's a great, great feature. Not as good as the TikTok one, but it's still good. It does the same thing. And Susan has said, great tutorial breaking down what we need to do for our practice. Thank you so much for saying so. So again, a reminder, if you have any questions, please drop it into the comments. Even if you are watching this on the replay, please do let me know. And also, what has been your biggest takeaway from today's live stream? I would love to hear from you as well. And please don't forget to like and share this video. Now, when it comes to our live streams, as I've said, I've explained to you about the using the practice mode feature. Let's have a look here. Susan has said, yes, that sounds like a good plan. Implementing StreamYard. Yeah, I absolutely do 100% think so. Absolutely, absolutely. So yes, as I was saying, we're talking about live video strategy. We're talking about making sure that we're tracking everything that we are doing. We are talking about really getting laser focused on our live video strategy. Well, if you was not here last week, I did a whole breakdown of some tips on how you can get better engagement for your live streams. And I will encourage you to click onto the video that pops up right now. And thank you for those of you that are here. I will see you all back here, same time next week, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Times, which it times, plural, time singular, which is 7 p.m. UK time. And I will see you all then. Take care and thanks for joining. Bye.